Hi everyone, welcome back to the Container Garden series. This is going to be a really special episode. We are actually on the road today, headed over to Jessie's house. She's a new gardener, she's got a container garden. She's also a really special person because she's a member of the Callie Kim team. She's one of the people that packs your seed orders when you order seeds from us. But she has some space challenge issues, growing in a very small space. We're really excited to head over there and see how we can help her out. That's her garden right there. Oh my gosh, it looks so cute. I cannot wait to take a closer look.
Hi.
Jessie, how are you?
Good, come on in.
Here, give me a hug.
Here it is.
Wow, look at all these plants. Oh my gosh. You must love green, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Jessie, this is beautiful. So you are growing a garden on a balcony outside of your bedroom.
Yeah.
I am so impressed. A lot of people would think they can't grow anything in a space this small.
Mm-hmm.
So what size about would you say this is?
3 by 8, I think.
Wow, 3 by 8, so that's 24 square feet. Jessie's growing her own food. So what do you got growing out here?
Well, I have 2 cucumber plants right here.
Aw, nice.
And then I have a bunch of green onion.
I think you gave me some of those green onions, right?
I started these inside right on my windowsill, and then I just planted them. 2 things of carrots.
Oh, those look good.
Yeah, and then
Good spot
I
for 'em.
have a strawberry plant, 2 basil plants,
Those look really nice.
some kale.
You have a ton of kale.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love the little baby leaves.
Yeah, they're so good.
Those are so good. Wow, amazing.
And then I have a bunch more strawberry plants and hanging ones too.
Oh my gosh.
And I have a lot of mint growing too.
Wow. I love the mint in like water. It's so refreshing.
Yeah.
How nice. And were you telling me like you propagated all these strawberries like
Yeah.
from one pot of
Yeah, it
strawberries?
was just in one thing like this, and
Wow.
it just kept going.
Oh my gosh, you're doing so well.
Thank you.
Now, did you just start gardening like recently, or have you been doing it for a little while, or?
It's pretty new.
Okay. Now, what inspired you to start growing your own food since you've done it pretty recently?
Well, I'm vegan, and so I eat plant-based and just plants in general. And it also is better for the environment, and especially with these strawberries, I love strawberries, but I can never find them plastic-free. So,
Oh yeah, that's true.
yeah.
And they're one of the most important fruits that you can eat organic as
Yeah.
well. Jessie, I love your space here, but I'm sure you probably have a few challenges growing on your
Yes.
balcony. So what are some of them?
Watering is one of them.
Oh, how do you water?
I need to fill this little thing up, and I do a bunch of trips back and forth.
Like to
water my
your
plants. To my
bathroom? Because you have no
yeah.
hose or anything out here, right?
No.
Okay, got you covered on that one. What's another challenge?
And then I would like to make more space, like to grow more things.
Okay, we can help you with that one too today. Is there anything else?
Yeah, lastly, it just gets really hot over here. The sun's like always facing this spot, so.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about that one towards the end of the video.
Okay.
All right, let's get started.
Okay.
So Jessie only has this to water with, and we are going to give her this as well as these and these. Can't wait to surprise her. Let's go. Well, Jessie, we got a couple surprises for you here.
Oh my God.
We have a nice big 2-gallon watering can, so you can fill it up
my
in your
God.
bathroom and maybe
Thank you.
make a few less trips.
Yeah.
And another thing I brought too, because I know you mentioned to me one time that you were kind of concerned about the water dripping
Yeah.
on your balcony here, is I brought you some drip trays.
Okay.
Now
thank
this is pretty
you.
cool too, because once you fill up your containers, they can kind of sit in here and soak the water up a little bit more, and then you can dump it out and save it for the next time you water.
Yeah.
But one thing that I love to water my containers with is just set them in these bins. So I'm gonna give you a couple of these bins, so that
Okay.
way you can pour your water in here, let your containers soak up the water from the bottom, and then you have to water them a lot less often, like
Okay,
every
thank
couple of days
you.
instead of like every day. That's gonna save you a lot of time and a lot less walking back and forth.
Thank you.
So, got one problem solved. She loved it, you guys. Isn't she adorable? Well, we've got another surprise for her. Come on, let me show you. wall saddles. You can grow in these and put them over the wall. Smart pots. Got 3 of them. And more space. Jessie, let's give you some more space. These are the Smart Pots wall saddles. They're going to go right over your railing there. They have little pockets in them so that you can grow some more veggies or herbs, whatever you want. And you know, by growing up, you can get a lot more in vertical gardening. You can save a lot of space and grow more in a little bit of space, so it's perfect for you here on your balcony.
Thank you.
We've got one more thing to give you even more vertical space because you've got plenty of room up here. Got a hanging basket and a little hook to hang your basket on. So that can go on your rail as well. So why don't you hold on to that for a second. And some more seeds. Every gardener can always use more seeds. We've got the container garden seed collection. We've got a cucumber seed collection because I know you love cucumbers. And then one more thing. I know this is your favorite flower. Sunflower seed collection. And when you were at my house, I know you were looking at our garden, you were looking at those little small size sunflowers.
Yeah.
There's a small one in here that'll be perfect for your balcony. And I think you might even be able to fit a big one in the corner there. I bet you could, in a little pot.
Okay.
So we're gonna get these put up and get some things planted for you today to give you more space and more veggies in your garden. Jessie is going to move the strawberries down. We'll move the wall saddles down this way. Gonna grab some soil. We're gonna get these planted and give her some more space to grow veggies. So I'm gonna go grab the soil. So we've got a bag of Good Dirt potting mix, which I know you've used before.
Yeah.
It's the best potting mix out there. I absolutely love this stuff. And I think what we'll do, Jessie, is we're gonna pre-moisten it, just like I've showed you how to do before, but we'll go ahead and do it in the bins that I just brought over for you. So why don't you grab a watering can full of water in your new watering can. You don't have to make so many trips back and forth this time. And we're gonna get the soil pre-moistened up and get your new wall saddles planted. How's it feel? You got a nice full watering can now. Won't have to make so many trips. Yeah, if you wanna just put it over there. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pour. I'll let you do that. Okay. Fill up the bin with the potting mix. Look at that nice good dirt, chock full of good nutrients, all organic, nice and fluffy. That's gonna help too with your, cause you get so much sun over here. Yeah. And that your containers probably dry out so quickly. So it retains water really well. So that's gonna help with that issue as well. So if you wanna go ahead and pour some water in there, Jessie, and I'll mix while you pour. Get the soil nice and pre-moistened. And for those of you that have been watching the Container Garden series, we like to pre-moisten our soil before we put it in our containers. Ooh, that watering can's working good. Yeah. What do you think?
I love it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, that's probably good. Comes out pretty good too, huh? You want to go ahead and mix it up. We want to get it about like crumbly brownie mix. Not too wet, but not too dry. Not a lot of dry pockets in there. If it's too wet, we can just add a little bit more soil, so no big deal. Okay. I just love the smell of soil, don't you? Now what I like to do to see if it has enough moisture in it or if it's too wet is just grab a handful. So you want to grab a handful and then squeeze it. See how there's quite a bit of water coming out? Yeah. So we might want to add some more potting mix. That basically means it's a little bit too wet. Okay. We don't want it too saturated. So add some more potting mix and we'll mix it around until it's maybe just a drop or two that comes out. Look at all the dry spots. Feels good. You don't care if your balcony gets a little dirty?
No, it's fine.
That's what gardening's all about anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think? How does it feel to you now?
I think it's good.
It's just about right. Perfect. All right, let's get the wall saddles filled. This is gonna be fun. All right, so let's get the wall saddles filled. What we're gonna do is we've got the scoop there. So you can use a scoop, I can use my hands. Okay. And we're just gonna kind of fill like the sides equally so they don't like tip over the edge. Okay. All right, so let's get our hands in the soil. So I'll put a scoop on this side first. Might drop a little bit down below though.
It's okay.
Here, I'll hold that while you dump that in. This is gonna be so much fun to have more growing out here, isn't it? Yeah. And these are so cool. They just add so much space and they're gonna look so pretty here on your balcony. Really add a lot to your garden here. You can grow flowers in them, you can grow herbs. I have an idea too of something in the Container Garden seed collection that I know that you like that might look good in these. Oh, these are looking good.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put that last little handful in, and I'll stick one more in too, I think on this side. And now comes the fun part. We get to decide what to plant in here. You excited?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at the seed collections that I brought for you. We have the container garden, which are all container-friendly varieties. They're specifically designed for growing in containers in small spaces. And the cucumber seed collection, and then the sunflower.
Okay.
So let's look at, which one do you want to look at first? The cucumber, container?
Container.
Okay. So you might want to pick out a couple seeds that you want to plant in each little pocket, a couple
Okay.
varieties, and then maybe just put the seeds in each little pocket so we can get them planted.
Okay. I think I'll put the little zinnias right here because I like the
Oh.
butterflies coming around.
Oh, perfect. And those are going to be perfect. They're a dwarf zinnia. They're called Lilliput.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to love seeing the butterflies from your bedroom. Going to add so much color.
The sugar baby watermelon, that'll work in here?
Nice. Yes, I think it will. We might have to kind of sling up the watermelon a little bit and support it, but I can show you how to do that.
Okay,
It's going to be fun. That's a smaller variety, so it's like 1 or 2 pounds to be perfect.
Okay, what about the green tint Bening scallop summer squash?
I just call it green scallop squash. It's
Okay.
too hard to pronounce that word.
Yeah.
I think that'll be really nice.
Yeah.
You could either do that on the outside, and it could kind of fall down that way, or the
Oh, yeah.
inside.
Yeah, I'll
Whichever
put it
way you
over
want.
Here. On the
Perfect.
outside.
It's a smaller variety, so it'll be perfect for your little wall pockets.
I'll do some more kale.
Oh yeah, I can't have too much kale, huh?
No.
You probably eat it in your smoothies and
Yeah, I put
salads.
it in everything. Will the red romaine work right now, or is it too hot?
It's a little bit too hot for that,
Okay.
but you can definitely do that in the wintertime.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually a cool weather vegetable. So
Okay,
you want,
so
along with
that's
the lettuce,
also-
you can save that for the wintertime also. What about, because you like a lot of greens, right?
Yeah.
Do you like chard?
I actually haven't had it yet.
Oh, you're gonna love
but I'll
that.
do that.
And that is the red chard, so it has a beautiful red stalk. So that you can also throw in your smoothies as well, or have like with your protein burgers, your plant-based protein burgers as a wrap, that
Okay.
kind of thing. So I think you really like that. How about, because you love cucumbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you would love cucumbers, and that's a Space Master, which is a smaller variety. It'll look really pretty trailing down right
Okay.
here. All right, we got 6 more veggies and fruits and flowers here. This is gonna be so much fun. This is the part I always love so much, is getting the seeds in the soil. Don't you love that too?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just start with these 2 pockets and we'll move down on this way. So why don't we start out here with the chard?
Okay.
And you said you've never grown chard before.
No.
So look at these seeds. They're really cool looking.
Yeah.
They're like little seed pods. So in each one of those little seeds, why don't you take them out and we'll take a look at them. Each one of those little pods, they actually have different seeds, several different seeds within them. So you really only need to plant, I'd say probably 2 or 3 in the wall
Okay.
saddle here. So try and space them a couple inches apart. Just kind of lightly like push them down in the soil when you're all done putting them in there.
Okay.
There you go, perfect. Watermelon, oh my gosh, sugar babies are the best. They're a nice little compact watermelon. Look at those seeds. They're a little bit smaller than other watermelon seeds. Now you probably only want to grow, I'd say 1 at the most 2 plants in this wall
Okay.
saddle, but I always like to plant more seeds just so they all germinate. So what I would do is maybe plant 3 or put 3 seeds in here, maybe just space them every couple inches apart.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and do that. It is going to be so much fun, Jessie, to see the watermelon grow and trail down. It might even get down below here out into the driveway. That would be fun. The next are the Lilliput zinnias, a dwarf variety of zinnia. They get to about 1 to 2 feet tall. So you can sprinkle the seeds like every inch or so apart. You can fit several. Just kind of sprinkle them around the container. We can always thin them out later if they get to be where they're like too crowded in here. It's always fun to see what colors come up because there are a variety of colors. And then you can just kind of poke the seeds down into the soil. I'll help you here. Cover them up. And these will germinate so quickly. They love the bright sunlight. They love the heat. Probably within a couple of days, you're going to see these poking through. So what are you planting now, Jessie?
Squash.
Ooh, have you ever grown squash before?
No.
This will be a fun one.
I've actually never had squash.
You've never eaten squash?
No.
Oh, you're going to love it. You are going to absolutely love it. Yep, you got those in there about every couple inches. And these will probably will have to thin a little bit.
Okay, should I do
But
another seed or no?
Maybe just one more over here.
Okay.
We love to grill squash. You could probably saute it, put your kale in it, maybe put your I know you like the plant-based sausages.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ideas on how you want to eat it?
I don't know.
Ooh, these are a really pretty variety with scalloped edges. I love them. So I'm gonna let you plant those all on your own and tell us what you like to eat with kale.
I put it in everything. I do that with spinach and kale. It kind of just, I'll juice it, I'll put it into smoothies, I'll have salads with it, or I like to put it in spring rolls too.
Ooh, spring rolls sound yummy.
Yeah.
It's such a versatile plant, and it's gonna do great out here in the heat. And when winter comes here to Southern California, it's gonna keep on growing. So it's a really good all year round plant. What are you planting now?
The cucumbers.
Ooh. Now I saw you got some little cucumbers on the windowsill over there, so that's going to be fun to have little friends for them. And today was like 90 degrees here today, and imagine having a nice, cool, refreshing cucumber on a day like today. It's going to be so fun. So that'll be a lot of fun. What is there anything particular way you like to eat cucumbers?
No, I usually just use it to dip in hummus and stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's super yummy. It is going to be so much fun to watch these over the next week or so and see them germinate. 'Cause with the hot weather we have, they're going to almost all pop up quickly. I totally meant to bring plant tags so that you could label it, and I forgot.
It's okay.
Sorry about that. So now we're getting up your hook here for your hanging basket. It's going to be fun. Okay, does that feel pretty sturdy?
Yeah.
I think so. Oh my gosh, Jessie, this looks so cool. What do you think about your new hanging basket?
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I am too. And you know what? These are Smart Pots basket liners, which is really cool because they're going to drain out really well. The water will drain out. They're nice and aerated, so your plants are going to be able to breathe and grow really well. And these wall saddles are also from Smart Pots too, and they send them to us for us to give to you to use in this video today and to help you grow more veggies. So isn't that exciting?
Yeah, thank you, Smart Pots.
I know how much you love cucumbers.
Yeah, I want to do the cucumbers.
Oh, you already know, huh? There's lots of varieties in there, so you could probably fit maybe 1 or 2 plants spilling over the side.
Okay.
Probably at least 2. So you can pick out the ones that you want to plant in there.
Okay.
I'll tell you one of my favorites.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever grown them before, is the lemon cucumber, and I think you really like those because they're yellow and they're round. They kind of look like lemons. They taste like a regular cucumber, but I think you would have fun growing a different color.
Okay, yeah.
And the other variety that I think would probably be good in here is the Boston pickling. It's good for pickling, but it's also good for fresh eating. But it's just another really prolific variety that I think would do really well here.
Okay,
so that's what I recommend.
Too.
Okay, cool. So you already know how to plant cucumbers, so you can go ahead and pop the seeds in there. It's always good to get extra seeds in there, and then you can always pull out if it gets too crowded. You don't want to push them in there too deep, but these are going to germinate really fast too. So maybe just 1/4 of an inch down in there. Perfect. Nice. Now's your favorite part, Jess. You get to use your new watering can. And just a little tip on hanging baskets, they do dry out very fast, so you want to make sure that you check them every day. And then you can stick them inside that bin I brought you to really soak the water up. So fill that bin with water, put the hanging basket inside, it'll soak it up, and you won't have to water them near as often.
Okay.
So go ahead and water the wall saddles. Now, I know you might be concerned about things kind of dripping down. You've got a driveway down here if your cars are parked. So what I would do is you're going to learn over the next few weeks a little trial and error how to water just enough so the water doesn't drip down too much down below. The important thing is not to let them dry out, because then you really have to get them resaturated. And these are a little bit hard to stick in a container, a bin of water. So you really have to watch these wall saddles too. They're the aerated Smart Pots fabric, which is good for airflow, but it also means that they dry out a little bit quicker as well. You guys, I have another surprise for Jessie. She absolutely loves hummingbirds. I can't wait to see her face with this surprise. Okay, Jessie, we have one more surprise for you.
Oh my gosh.
I know how much you love hummingbirds. I've seen your face when you see them at our house. We brought you a hummingbird feeder and some hummingbird nectar, so you can hang it on that other small hook there.
Thank you so much.
So, we need to put nectar in it first though.
Okay.
I didn't put any in it yet. Just turn it upside down. Now, one thing about hummingbird nectar is you only want to put enough really for 1 day in, because it can spoil in the hot weather and then it damages their tongues. Okay, you ready to hang it up?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful color. It's going to kind of sparkle in the sunlight too. And just so everybody knows, hummingbird nectar is super easy to make. And this is good for you to know, Jessie, too. You always want to make it with 4 parts water and 1 part plain white sugar, not the raw sugar, not any kind of special sugar, not honey, because that's what hummingbirds imitates, like natural nectar, like in flowers. So that's what's the best thing for them.
Okay.
Well, Jessie, I am so glad we could come here today and help you solve some of your challenges here with watering, giving you a lot more space, using the air space to grow up. And then, oh, I forgot, we talked about how you have all the heat issues here.
Yeah.
Why don't you grab what you use? Here, I'll hold these.
Okay.
To help you with the heat, because we do talk about this a lot on our channel. I know a lot of you use this. So this is shade cloth.
Yeah.
And what do you do to help with the heat here?
You just lay it over the plants.
Okay, so you just kind of
Or
drape
that's
it
what
over
I
here. Perfect, great idea. Works perfect, especially on a day like today where it was like 95 degrees, maybe even close to 100 out here, huh? Thanks so much for coming along with us, guys. It was really fun, Jessie, to be here on your container garden.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Oh, good. I can't wait to see things grow. We also want to thank Smart Pots for supplying the wall saddles and the hanging baskets. And I want to let you guys know about the July 4th sale I'm having this weekend. 20% off in honor of Independence Day on all the seed collections over at CallieKimGardenHome.com with the code SUMMERGARDEN. Let us know what you liked about Jessie's container garden, what challenges you're having in your container garden. We would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.